talk about pronunciation rules, including the vowel A. So we have many categories here. Don't worry about it. I'm going to explain it to you one by one, and I'm going to also help you pronounce the words that are given as examples, as well as these phrases that I have selected out for you in order um, to emphasize some of the rules, but not all of them because there are a lot, and how they can be integrated in the pronunciation in different contexts of the French language. So let's start with the first two. We have an A or an A which is being accompanied by an accent like this one or an accent like this one. The terminology I will let you know about them when we get there. When we'll get to accents and how those play out in the pronunciation of the words. But right now they are not important. Okay, just know that when you see these cases, uh, the usual sound for A is a, a, a short A sound that comes straight out of your mouth, very concise and very short, very sharp. Okay, repeat after me. Pari la alat. Pari la alat. Okay then. Going forward, we have also the A with the little hat. I'm going to call it like that, but the terminology you'll see it later, and after that I also use the terminology. And in the case of A followed by an S sound or a Z sound, which usually are made by either for the S sound, it is by either a C followed by a vowel or a C with a comma. You will see it at some point, and either by a double S. And the Z sound it's usually made by an S followed by a vowel. In any case, we have some examples to go with it, so let's give those a shot. It's palle, extase, lasse. If you noticed, I am also dragging out the A sound. It's not so sharp as concise as the first one, which results also in a different phonetical notation. These notations explain how the words are pronounced, and I hope that these notations do you more well than good, more well than bad. I'm sorry. I blacked out for a, for a minute there. But I really hope they give you some clarity about how the words are being spelled and how the rules are being applied in these cases. We also have the AI group, which ends up in spelling out as a E. In English, it is an E sound, which in French translates to E. Let's take an example, and we have here me, which it is an important French word and means but. Or we also have lower in here ge, which means happy. I know that for some of you it may seem the pronunciation may lead up to some confusions, but it is far from that. It is just ge, which means happy. Okay, following with the AI group in some verb forms. I'm going to call them for now verb forms, but just to let you know, the appropriate term for these are conjugations, and In the verb faire, we have the AI followed by a Z sound. And this will result in the E being more like an E. You'll see that the same sound will also have when reading out O followed by an E, which may be pretty confusing, but let me not confuse you any further than that. Just bear with me and let's try these examples. Faisons, faisait, feu, feuille, faisait, faisons. It is an A, then you round up your mouth uh, to let out an O sound, like you're breathing out. Feu, faisait, faisons. I hope that helps. Next, we have the AI group followed by an L or by a double tail or by a double tail and an E. How these groups are made up, let me tell you, let me make a parenthesis here. If you have a consonant at the end of the word and it is independent, meaning it is not followed by a vowel or by another consonant, uh, this means that it will not be uh, it will not be pronounced. For example, in the first two cases, we have I. So basically, the vowels AI are being spelled as they I, but the consonants are not being spelled out. This is not the case for these ones. When we have for this one here, when we have AI which is spelled E, and it is an A sharp sound, um, and basically they are followed by a vowel, but that vowel is being muted. So in this case, if you have the last uh, the last letter of vowel and it is independent, meaning it is not followed by another vowel or by another consonant or another letter, better said, then it will be muted. So that is how these pronunciations take place. For example, we have here followed by one L, one consonant. The consonant is not being spelled out, so you have I. The pronunciation is being changed from E to I, since E it is when it is independent or followed by a vowel. And then you can double the vowel in some cases, and you still will have I, and you can double the vowel, the consonant, and then follow it by a vowel, which means that the vowel will not be spelled out, but the and the consonant will not be spelled out either, because since the vowel is being muted, that leaves the consonant at the end independent, theoretically speaking, and you have just the vowels before being pronounced, which means I. So all these groups will be pronounced I. I. It's kind of the same with the E sound, because the I will be spelled out while you round up your mouth a little bit after the A. I. If you see how my mouth is moving, I. Okay, I hope that helped. The AI group can also be followed by by different consonants, as I said, which are also M or N, which when final or before a consonant except the other M or N sounds or age. Well, age in French, by the way, it is always mute, so it will not be spelled out. Let me give you an example. You have Heure. In French, it is heure, and it means hour. So you see, I didn't spell an ha, I did not spell it her. It doesn't even sound right, right? I spelled it er. Okay. In the case where it is followed by M or N or H letter, or then we have an suppressed A sound. Just like we had the suppressed E sound, which means e, e, not and not e. It's e. It's somewhere in between. Like that, we have also a, a. You see the difference? Okay, then. So when we have the a, uh, when it is final or before another consonant, we have the a sound. Champ, fumant are examples of this. Let me also tell you about the a, m, or an sounds when they are followed by a vowel or another m or n sound. That means that am and an will be spelled out just like that. In these cases, we have man, tren, tami. These are all examples of pronouncing this way. We also have aim, ain when followed by vowels, which means that the m or n will be spelled out, and the ai, which usually is an a sound, a short a sound, short sharp a sound, will become an a suppressed a sound, which means we will spell it like m, plan. You see how I'm dragging out a little bit of the sound without, of course, making it an e sound like it was before in in uh, the other cases. Okay, like it was, for example, in faisons. So these are different. Okay, the AU sound, it's spelled out O. O. It's a simple sharp O. So we have here sho, not shod, because if it were to be shod, then we'll have had an E vowel after the D. So the consonant can be spelled out. We also have AU before R, which makes the O sound not sharp, a little bit dragged out. Forêt, forêt. Okay. And we also have lastly ay followed by an e, or ai followed by an e and an s, and that those are usually found in French language, but you could generalize, um, because these are some specific examples, but you can also generalize. If you have had, for example, AIET, then would have been spelled out still the same, because the consonant, if being independent, will not have been spelled out, and AIE by default is being spelled out a. You see, this E that we have here is the same that we have here for me. So it's going to be an A, short and sound, and then an E. A. Okay, so we have paye. Good. Now, I'm going to go over the list of words that we have here again in order to solidify the concepts and solidify the pronunciation rules. And then I'm going to give you a short break in order to read by ourselves these sentences and also take notes for some new vocabulary words that you might encounter. And after that, I'm going to also pronounce with you those sentences to confirm or inform what you have understood or not. And so let's go over these words again. Pari la alat, pâle, extase, lassé, mais, faisait, faisons, gai, travaille, caillou, femme, ainsi, aime, pleine, champ, fumant, tamis, manne, chaud, forêt, payet. Okay, then I hope that made it clearer for you, and I hope that helped you also solidify your knowledge. And now I'm going to give you a short break in order to uh, try your best at reading these three sentences that I have selected out for you here. And in a few minutes, I'm going to come back and spell it out for you. Okay. Okay, then. So now that I'm back, let's review those sentences. And I'm going to start with the first one, which means there I found a castle. Là is there. I found is j'ai trouvé. And is un, chateau is castle. Don't worry about the grammar rules for the sentences. Don't worry about anything like that. I just want to give you a little bit of vocabulary to be able to build something by ourselves when we are going to delve into the matters of grammar too. And for now, I want you to be aware of the pronunciation first. So we have là, j'ai trouvé un château. Un château. You see that, I'm sorry for that. You see that we have here the A with a circumflex accent. We also have the A with this line accent over here. And we also have an E with an accent, which I'm going to talk about in some other lesson in this section. I'm going to focus on the A's now. We have A and I, which I said that independently will be spelled out E. So it's je. La, as we've said, that A with an accent or with a circumflex accent will be spelled out a short, concise A. Là, j'ai trouvé un château. Okay. Next one is je vais. We have the same here, AI, which is followed by a consonant. And the thing is that now, if the consonant being independent, it is not being spelled out. If it was, however, followed by an E letter, for example, then this would have changed to V, to vez, because the S sound, as I said, with a vowel followed by a vowel, it will become the Z sound. In this case, it's je vais à mon travail. We have the AI followed by an L, which makes the AI sound not be as usual, like it is A, but be an I sound. Okay, this means that I go to my work or my workplace, if you want to be more specific. And the last one is a little bit complicated. Il fait tellement chaud. We have the rule over here that states that in this case we will have an O sound for A and U, and since the consonant is not being followed by any vowel, it will not be spelled out. Et nous devons encore payer. We have the A-I-E sound that we have over here in the table, which is spelled out A, payer, pour entrer dans la piscine. Which this whole sentence means it is so hot, tellement being so, and we have to pay, or we still have to pay, still being encore, pour entrer dans la piscine, for entering the pool, or in order to enter the pool, or to enter the pool. Okay, then I hope that this lesson helped you understand a little bit more the French language include and the French pronunciation of words which include the vowel A. And I hope to see you in the next video. Bye bye.